Hello, welcome to Relationship Extra on 9 News Nigerian TV. My name is Grace Polaring. On the program today, we'll be discussing marriage. What to do before you say I do. You will agree with me that a lot of marriages today are under pressure. All because people involved in marriage never knew what they were supposed to do before they came into marriage. That keeps me wondering that if marriage is not a bed of roses, how come people go into marriage? Now, come to think of it, the first question that pops up in my mind is, why do you want to get married? Are you getting married because you're under peer pressure? Are you getting married because your mom or your dad is pushing you to get married? A whole lot of people want to get married, but for the wrong reasons. Sit back, relax, while we go on a short break. Relationship Extra will be right back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're talking marriage. What to do before you say I do. Yes, all and everybody that needs to go into marriage needs to put effort to make their marriage work. And then I began to think that if marriage needs human effort to work actually, what then are necessary for one to do before you then say I do? And I came up with some ideas which will actually interest you and will be helpful as well. I believe strongly that before you say you do, you should ask yourself the obvious question, why do you want to get married? If you can answer those questions yourself, then you're on the right track. Secondly, your purpose. Purpose is very important. Why are you here on earth? What have you come to do? Those are the questions you should ask yourself before going into marriage. You don't want to go into marriage and mess the other person up. Maybe, just maybe, you are a TV personality and you want to get married to somebody that is not. How do you intend to cope? How do you intend to pull that through? You come back home very late from work and you have a family at home. Your wife isn't pleased with the work you do. Or probably she's not just caught up with the fact that you have to kiss somebody on set. How do you intend to put that together? So you should know your purpose. And then you will be able to mix or to mingle properly with the person you intend to get married to. Thirdly, for me, I would subscribe that everybody that wants to marry should know their personality. What is it you love to do? What do you do in your leisure time? Are you the type that likes to play football? Are you the type that likes to go out on a date, go to the cinemas, or even hang out at the beach? For me, I am an indoor person, so I actually choose right. My husband is a homie, if you know what I mean. So we enjoy it together. Like I always tell people, compatibility is key in marriage. If you're not compatible, and when it comes to compatibility, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to like the same things. No, it's just like I always want to use a pen and the cover as an instance. They are both different, but then they fit each other perfectly well. I would like you to sit back, relax while we go on this short break. Relationship Extra will be right back. Welcome back. We're still talking marriage on Relationship Extra. Now, if you look deeply, you will find out that a whole lot of persons prepare earnestly for the marriage, for the wedding, not the marriage. And the wedding only lasts for a day, 2 at most. But then they put all their energy into preparation for the wedding, forgetting that the marriage is a whole ball game on its own. Now, the question is, before you want to say I do you really know your primary love language? Yes, there is a word as primary love language. You should understand what you love to do, your likes and your dislikes, what your partner. I think you guys must have dated for a while before you decided to want to get married, which is called courtship. Then, if you have done that, you should know your primary love language and the primary love language of your spouse to be. In the sense that, is it one that loves service? Is it one that loves gift? You should be able to fit in those areas. The reason why I love this topic so much is because if we all know what to do before we get married, the issue of divorce will not come up so much as we hear about it these days. But then, a lot of people just want to get married for the fun of it, forgetting that there are dry days in marriage as well as there are happy days in marriage. My marriage is an example. Before I got married, I actually asked myself why I wanted to get married and the reasons why I would want to stay in marriage. It helped me a whole lot. And I think with these few points that I've actually given you, you can put it into consideration. Think about it. Why do you want to get married? Your personality, your temperament, your primary love language. All those factors will help you very much in your marriage. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I remain your host, Grace Valarian. Until we see next week, bye-bye.